Welcome! Today it's time to take a look at two really beautiful orchestral textures libraries, the Time Macro and Time Micro bundle from Orchestral Tools. Today's video contains the stream highlights and the best parts of a sponsored stream I did for Orchestral Tools. Let's take the tour! Right, so let's play this little piece without further ado. So you heard there was a lot of beautiful textures in there and things happening throughout, although I was just, like you can see here for the harmonium, just holding like two keys. But of course, obviously, we have some mod wheel rides. You always have to add these mod wheel rides if you have a controller, or just paint these modulation rides to have a dynamic thing happening in the patches. So if we go into the Sine Player, which hosts these samples, and this patch is called the Harp Celeste Mandolin. So you both have the harp and you have a celeste and a mandolin playing a different, like the patch says, irregular arpeggios. And with all these different patches, it's a huge library. You also have these different mic positions. So as of now I have the spot mics and the tree mics loaded, but obviously you can also load other mic positions if you want to have another type of sound. Let's load up the AB mics. So you can hear there with the AB mics you get much more of a room sound. So that's like further away from the players. But for this piece I wanted to have a more of an upfront sound, so I actually just let the spot mics and tree mics be activated. But of course you can mix in a little bit of that AB mics if you don't want to use an external reverb or something. And for this piece I'm actually using a little bit of this new Convolution reverb within the Bitwig Studio 4.3. So there's a little bit of St. Peter's Cathedral. We can actually just deactivate the Convolution reverb so you can only hear the beautiful sounds of the Time Micro and Macro by its own without any kind of reverbs. So let's play this little cue again, but without any reverb. So you will obviously have a more like upfront sound. it's really nice that a lot of the sample companies have stepped away from using the Kontakt sampler and using their own solutions like the Sine Player here from Orchestral Tools, because then they don't have to wait for native instruments and the Kontakt sampler to get updated if new technologies gets released, like we saw with the M1 Apple Silicon release, because we had to wait for native instruments to update the Kontakt player to be able to make use of the great performance of the Apple Silicon computers. So for this little cue I was hooked in the Arctic sustains, and they sound like this. So you can hear there's a lot of things happening in these orchestral textures. Right, so the next patch is the Woodwind orchestral soft sustains from the Woodwind orchestra. You also have the combined orchestra Woodwind. I think it's from this one, the sustain soft here. Let's play a little bit higher up the range. So you can hear the woodwinds here are doing some kind of trill. It's actually a very nice sound, very authentic, like a live orchestra. And then we had the harps and vibes. So that's a harp and a vibraphone. Let's bump up the volume a little bit, so you can hear the beauty of this sound. I mean, that's the thing with these libraries when they are inspirational, when you get inspired, you instantly want to write something. So let's just record that little thing. So it's a really suspenseful sound in the vibes there. Let's add another instrument. Let's use this low strings tremolo. We always love the low strings, and this library has some really nice low strings too. And you can find this in individual sections, and here you can see a whole row of different like articulations for the low strings. The same thing with the mid strings and the high strings. This is a really huge library. I'm just showcasing a fraction of the contents here. Yeah, so let's record that on top, or as I said, below. Yeah, we got something going there. Maybe add a harmonium here. It's a really, really beautiful patch. And then of course, for the final part here, we could add this oboe clockwork patch. It's a really, really nice kind of arpeggio patch. Not arpeggio, but repeating pattern, ostinato. Let's add a little bit of that on this final section, towards the climax. So that was a quick little cue, and of course we could go in here and refine it with maybe some better dynamic adjustments and add some crescendo, maybe crescendo cymbals and a little bit of piano happening too. Now let's listen to the Pendulum Morph patch. It's from Time Macro. So you can hear, you can do a ton of intricate scoring already with just two patches or a single patch from this library. So it's a really lovely experience, especially if you want to get inspired and come up with like composition ideas quickly. You can just load up a patch here and just fire away and get get inspired. Clockwork tonal. The clockwork patches are very nice. It's my favorites. nice to add some driving force, a pulse to a music cue. Instead of adding maybe drums or stuff, you can add, if it's a more subtle kind of music in the background, you can have these clockwork tonal patches instead. James Horner, anyone? So string quartet or chamber strings get you a more like upfront and more tight sound. The Sherlock Holmes sound. Sultato. Okay folks, so that's the time micro and the time macro libraries, and just scraping the surface of these two fine libraries from Orchestral Tools. Now, if you're new to my channel and it's the first time you watch one of my videos or live streams, make sure to subscribe, hit the like, and always write some nice feedback. That's super great for the channel engagement and making my channel grow so I can make more nice scoring, inspirational videos or whatever for you. Okay, I hope you had a nice time today, and see you in the next live stream or video.